For weeks, we've tried to get answers from the Beaumont School District about several issues, but many of our questions have gone unanswered. And now, 4 months after an altercation involving communication specialist Jessie Haynes and a board member, some board members still don't understand what stage the investigation is at or why she is still being paid. KFDM's Justin Hinton joins us live with his conversation with Tom Neild. Justin?
Kelly, we discussed a number of things today, but at this point, Trustee Tom Neild says he's frustrated. He says he gets questions from his constituents all the time about communication specialist Jessie Haynes, and even after a law firm was hired to investigate, he still has no answers to give them. Surveillance video following an August 1st board meeting shows Special Assistant to the Superintendent for Communications Jessie Haynes blocking a door. On the other side, the school district's attorney answering reporters' questions. Trustee Mike Neild tried to get inside to find out why reporter Jerry Jordan wasn't allowed in, and that's when Neild and Haynes make contact. Following the incident, Haynes was charged with obstruction, a Class B misdemeanor, and placed on paid administrative leave. But that has since changed. You said you were told, though, that she is on assault leave. Who told you that? Can you say?
I was told by Dr. Chargois.
According to the district's employee handbook, an employee is eligible for assault leave if they are physically assaulted. The handbook goes on to say an employee is physically assaulted if the person engaging in the conduct causing injury to the employee, 1, could be prosecuted for assault, or 2, could not be prosecuted for assault only because the person's age or mental capacity makes the person a non-responsible person for purposes of criminal liability.
If the medical records or whatever are produced and the police records produced and it shows that and verifies it, I'm satisfied. I mean, that's the due process of it. But let's get to that point. Let's just don't just say it was assault and not have backup to prove it.
We checked with municipal court and still there is no assault case on file involving Haynes and Trustee Mike Neild. Trustee Tom Neild also doesn't understand why a law firm hired to handle the investigation is being paid more than the $15,000 agreed upon for the investigation.
There might have been some other charges along with the investigation, but we wrote them a check for $20,042. So, but the primary bulk of that expense is for an investigation that there has been no documentation produced.
Leading him to request a detailed update on what is going on with the situation at the next meeting, to be discussed behind closed doors.
We can no longer say this is just being under investigation. Like I said, this is going on its 5th month, and it's time to explain to the public what is going on and why or we're continuing to pay an employee full salary and not work.
We tried to talk to Dr. Chargois tonight about the issue, but he would not leave his office. Eventually, an officer from the Beaumont School District Police Department was called and escorted him from the building. That's when we tried to talk to him. We were met with this response.
Mr. Chargois asked that y'all let him get to his vehicle. He's ready to go.
We just want to ask him a couple questions.
No, we'll just stay here. He's going to go to his vehicle.
I understand.
All right, thank you.
We have been told in the past that the district does not discuss personnel matters in the open. Now, we have filed a Freedom of Information request with the district, and again, we are still waiting on a response. Stay with KFDM and KFDM.com as we continue to follow this story. Live in the studio, Justin Hinton, 6 News Tonight.